I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good today. So actually, let me just check the sound is on and the video. Is the sound coming through? Just someone give me a yay to let me know the sound is coming through. It should be. It is. So late last night, when my son was asleep, I walked down the steps and I went and recorded 2 videos. And I got them both out very late last night. So recorded. Sorry, double checked something, then I recorded, then I edited, and then I released. Hey Gary, hope you're alright, mate. Hey Mia, how are you? I hope you like the video. One of them was about image masking in bricks, because you can't do it straight out the box. You got to add in a little bit of CSS. But the code we did in that video, and it's in the description, you can use that code with any page builder, any WordPress, any CSS. So there's a little bit of a nice learning curve for anyone who wants to do some image masking somehow with something, but not necessarily always using the elemental way. But like I said, in bricks, you can't do it. And also, I had a look at the loop carousel with Elemental Beta 3.11. Paul also did a video earlier where he covered off more, but I focused on just the loop carousel. But I went a step further with that as well. I looked at it in collaboration with the call to action widget. So if you haven't seen the video, I would go watch it, because it's very easy to do a loop carousel in Elemental Beta 3.11. You got to have the beta version. So if you haven't got the beta, don't worry about it. Wait to have it there. Hey, good to see you too, Mia. Really good to see you. And I'm glad the sound's coming through. Hey, Michael. Glad you're all here. Rather than just doing featured image, post title, excerpt, called, button and all of that, I kind of spun it on its head and said, put the call to action widget in. So you get nice inbuilt stuff, you can have your words on the image, to the side, below, whatever, and it's all nicely laid out for you. And you got hover effects all built in. Hey Tice, hey Pete. So there's lots of nice features and things you can do. Don't forget to hit the smash button, the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. So it was, I've just got to make sure I've got my Facebook open as well over here, because I'm expecting a message from someone shortly at some points. Let me just quickly make sure I've got Facebook open over here, because I'm expecting some messages to come through. It's not that I'm ignoring you. So go watch that video, okay? Loop carousel with the call to action widget. Tonight, in 8 hours time, I am live with Paul again on WP Tuts, and we're going to be talking about the Elemental roadmap. So I spoke a little about it yesterday, and we're not going to criticize the presenters or anything like that, because that's not what it's about, but we are going to talk about some of the features and stuff like that. But tonight's live chat with Paul Charlton of WP Tuts, go over to his channel. You'll see the video, or the live chat is scheduled in. Go and make sure you hit the notification so you are notified when we're live. I hope you join us, and you see you later. We've only got 3 likes so far, people. We've only got 3 likes. Come on, hit the like button. Because the quicker we get likes, the higher the chance that YouTube share this to other people. And I know you guys love the community, but I don't mind if we get more extra people coming in. But yeah, tonight we will be live again, and we are focusing on the Elemental roadmap. We're going to not just talk about the presentation, we're also going to talk about the features, and it's not a bad idea. 8 p.m., Gary. So 8, in fact, I think I've got a link to it.
What can I do for you?
Oh, it's my phone. You can't do anything for me, Siri. Right, let me get you the link for it. I'll paste the link down here so you've got it. That would make things easier, wouldn't it? Where's the link? Where's the link? I hate it when I have them myself now scroll and get the link. Come on. Come on. Look, I can't even get the link. This is awful. Right, I'll get you the link in a moment, but it's 8 p.m. Go over to WP Tuts and you will see the link there, okay? And that should hopefully be enough for a lot of you. In fact, I'll get the link for you, right? Just hold on a minute. WP Tut. I'm determined to get you the link now. So we got out. I'm quite happy with the 2 videos we put out. One about image masking. And, well, in a way, it is kind of exclusive. You know, in a way, it is still exclusive. You know, it's for all of you. It's for all of you. Did Paul not post it? It should be on his channel. Did he not post it? Yeah, there you go. He did post it. There you go. Right. So let me get you the link for this. Just wait a minute. Let me get the share icon, copy it. Right. So this is the link for tonight. So WP Tuts, 8 p.m. GMT or UTC, and that is the link. So if you want to click that link, we will be talking about the roadmap, the presentation, and also we might as well cover off the beta version, because I have to be honest, that loop carousel they brought out was a nice little game changer for me. And guess what I did this morning? What do you think I did this morning? I've recorded a video. I'm halfway through editing it, and I want to get it out. I might leave it till tomorrow, actually. I might release it tomorrow. Otherwise, there's too many videos I'm releasing in a short space of time. But I'm going to release it tomorrow. But it's basically Rank Math versus Yoast version 20. The new Yoast. I have done a comparison behind the installation, the settings, when you're doing a post or a page, how you do your keywords and all that, and how do they stack up? You know, so Yoast said they reinvented to make things easier. But have they done enough? And you will find out if I have suddenly switched my mind now from using Rank Math to Yoast. But you're going to have to wait until tomorrow. Well, I say tomorrow, 12 hours. You've got to wait 12 hours, all right? In 12 hours and 1 minute, in fact, 12 hours and 20 seconds, the video will come out, which is all about Rank Math versus Yoast. That's a big one. Yeah. So has it convinced me to move over to Yoast? And I'm not going to tell you all until I finish editing the video. Boy, do I talk in that video. I mean, the video was 48 minutes. I've edited it and I'm about halfway. And so far, the video at the moment now is like 25 minutes. So there was loads of kerfuffle inside of it. And I've got rid of loads of just like crap that you don't really need to know about. I've just focused on, you know, what are the differences? You install it. What are the settings, the wizards and all of that? Then we do a page, same kind of page on 2 different WordPress installations, brand new, same keywords. You know, how does it look? How does it stack up? So that will be coming out tomorrow. Yeah. So that should be pretty good fun. Please don't forget to hit like if you've not hit like already. This week we've got 2 potential deals that are close to closing in terms of closing the deals. And do you remember I've told you about this medical practice in London? We were meant to start the website end of November, then it got pushed to beginning of December, then middle of December, and now it's been pushed back to maybe, I don't know, February now. It's not because they don't want to work with us. They do want to work with us. That's a matter of fact. It's just inside of their surgery, you've got doctors and senior partners and admin team. They are struggling to make their decision. Because we built their original website, which was really, really shit, actually. Because they were clueless and they were like, yeah, we just want something basic. Fine, they got a basic website. We're still going to be doing it. They're still using us. We haven't lost any money, right? They're still going to be paying us. But it gets a little bit annoying when you know they want to do it. You know they're desperate to get it done because there are other practices around them. Private medical practices are winning business, clients and whatever. And they want to compete with them. And you're like, you got to get your website redone or branded. but they're dragging their feet. Oh, we got to have this meeting. Oh, everyone's busy, blah, blah, blah. And I sometimes go, surely you guys do get together for coffee during your work time or whatever. So put it on the agenda, because I gave them a price in September. I gave them a price, September, October, November, December, January, February will make it. End of February will make it 6 months since I gave them that quote. Well, we've already started reviewing our prices with inflation and costs and all of that. So I might have to kind of go, sorry, that was the price then. We're not losing anything if you don't use us, because it's not like you've paid anything at the moment, like a deposit or whatever, but the price might go up. And they have to kind of get on board with it. And I don't chase them. I wait for them to come back to me. And when they do come back to me, if 6 months have passed since I gave him that quote, I don't have to honor it. Okay? I can change the pricing on it. Hey, Rajat, by the way. Hey, Pez and Pavel as well, if I didn't say hi. Hey, don't forget to click like, okay? Smash it. Come on. Mia hears it in the middle of the night now. So, Gary, I moved from Yoast to Rank Math and sticking with Rank Math. Well, Gary, I'm not going to say to you whether you will stick to that decision or whether you will change your mind. But you'll find out more tomorrow. And I would recommend you just wait for my video tomorrow or 12 hours time, because I'm going to be very honest. Yeah, I'm not going to come in it with, oh, I love Rank Math, I hate Yoast. None of that attitude at all. It is very objective, subjective, collective, tiv. It's all very selective, whatever. Okay, I want to be very honest about, do I like it? Do I like what they've done? Is it going to convince me? Am I convinced? Am I now going to move to Rank Math for my new projects? Not Rank Math, Yoast, my new projects. You will hear tomorrow. Hey, Geordie, how are you doing? I hope you're okay. So hopefully we'll see you tonight on the live chat with Paul. Just going to slightly change my microphone there at the moment. Well, what I'm going to clarify in the video is, if I'm already... Look, our website uses Rank Math, so will I move to something else? Not really. Because if your website is working on SEO Press or All-in-One or Squirrely, or even if you got Yoast, there's no major benefit to moving over to something else. If it's working and you're getting your statistics and you're on Google and your keywords are okay or whatever, leave it. Why create all this extra work and rehashing something you don't need to do? But for a brand new installation, so a brand new client, maybe you might think of a different product. Now, I did say to you all 2 weeks ago, I was going to do a video of Rank Math versus Yoast versus All-in-One versus SEO Press versus Squirrely. I was going to do a major video. I spent about a day going through them, and I found myself going, what's the point of this video? What would be the point of it? Because I felt like I was still coming back to Rank Math. This is Yoast before the latest version, by the way. So Yoast pre-version 20. Because I know some people here say, I like All-in-One or I like SEO Press. I have to say, I found some of the settings a little bit complex. And I got around it. I started to understand it. But I like to take myself out, So when I used to build analytical dashboard reports that would go on massive screens that are being presented to doctors and nurses and surgeons and consultants and analysts and people around the world, whatever, about the health system or the blockages or the problems or bottlenecks, I get data. I understand statistics. I can rip apart statistics you see on the news because I read between the lines. I know how they manipulate and they pick up on a number and they make a whole mountain out of a molehill out of a number, but they're interpreting it wrongly or inaccurately. I get all that. But when I'm presenting back to my audience, you need to dumb it down. You need to make it really crystal clear and easy to digest and understand, right? Where am I going with this? Sorry, yeah. So I found that when I was looking at all-in-one SEO Press and Squirrely is a UK company. They claim to be really simple, easy. They're not. It's not easy at all. They got loads of features, but it's not that easy to add. I'm imagining someone out there who does not understand SEO. Hey Erica, how are you? Not seen you for a while. I'm thinking of someone who doesn't fully get it, right? Because there will be people who watch my videos who will not use a web designer or an agency. They've got an idea for a website. Someone said, yeah, just do it yourself. So they've now got Elementor, Bricks, or Quickly, or whatever. And they are going to build the website themselves. So they're installing it, and then they think about, oh my God, I've got to do SEO. Then they install SEO, right? Are they going to get it? Are they going to get it from the descriptions and the wording you get? And I'm telling you now, all-in-one, SEO Press and Squirrely confused the crap out of me. When I sat there, I went, okay, now I see what you mean. Right, okay, But if you imagine someone who's not au fait with technical stuff like this, it's like, look, if you take someone who's never built a website, even some of us, even I've learned over time as well, right? You know, you say to someone, oh, you got too much DOM. What's DOM? Your website's not indexing. What do you mean indexing? What do you mean, like numbers? What are we talking about here? Oh, your HTML. What? HTML? No. I'm using Elementor. Yeah, but your HTML or your CSS. So acronyms and things like that. But I found some of those other SEO plugins, they're almost not built in an intuitive way. So that's why I ditched that video. I spent a whole day making notes. How would I approach it? What about this? What about that? And in the end, I thought, sod it. No, this is going to take too long. And what is the point? What is the point of me doing a video where I'm then going to come back and go, no, rank math? However, with version 20 of Yoast, that's being hyped up a lot. It's being announced a lot. You're going to see videos appearing on YouTube, sponsored adverts. I guarantee you. I guarantee you this time next week, there will be loads of Yoast sponsored videos. Because Yoast are big on sponsorship, right? Like they love to sponsor podcasts and YouTube adverts. And they love to do all of that. They're putting a lot behind their new version 20. But what did I think of it? And that video, I think, is worth watching because I'm not biased and it's going to be, let's just see what we get. Hey, Maddie, by the way, hope you're okay. Video boy, can you update on your code snippet about stopping WP creating multiple images? Because it is sometimes hit or miss. I'll have a look at it, video boy. I will have a look. I mean, I don't get an issue. And that's the trouble, you see. So someone said to me they had an issue with one of our snippets. And I was like, I tried again on 3 other sites just to be sure. I went, all of them were fine. Then I found out from the person that they've got loads of other stuff that I haven't got. And the trouble is, though, this works with the setup I've got. If you've got lots of other third-party plugins and lots of other optimization tools that might be conflicting with one another, I can't solve that. But I will have a look at it, video boy, okay? Yeah, Midjourney, isn't it? Midjourney's great, Erica, right? And ChatGPT as well. Right, okay, I'm going to answer. So Michael D goes, yeah, all-in-one is confusing. Yeah, I think that's the thing, though, Michael, isn't it? That if you use something over and over and over again, you get it. But I felt like if you came in it fresh, it could scare the crap out of someone, right? Right, M. Hassan, I know Geordie's answered a little bit there. So you're bidding on freelance platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. Do you want to tell us which platforms you're mentioning? Are we talking about Bark, Fiverr, Upwork, No Work? What are we talking about here? And And then you also talk about personal branding. Well, look, M. Hassan, right? Unless you've got 1,000 glowing reviews on Fiverr and lots of other places, if you've only got a few, you're competing against lots of other people. And if I suddenly say, okay, M. Hassan, I need a website. Yeah, I can see your details. Can you share with me what your website? Have you got a website? Have you got a portfolio? Then I'm going to have a look and see, well, who are you? So you might have an amazing portfolio and an amazing website. Bells and whistles, Santa Claus flying across the screen. You know, everything's brilliant. Then I'm going to go and say, well, who are you on Facebook? Are you on Insta? Are you on LinkedIn? Because then I'm going to want to know, who are you? Because I'll tell you now, there are some people who want to work with me or whatever, and I find out a bit about them. And when I realize they have got some, what I call, they have some views on, say, religions or countries or people that I don't agree with or I don't like, I don't want to work with you. I don't want to be associated with you, because the way I see it is, I wouldn't be going out with a coffee with you, right? Okay, I used to work with someone, and when we had to get things done, we got things done. But I would never ever share a coffee with them or go out anywhere with them, because their views were, I don't want to say negative, but they were warped. They were very, very warped, and they were the kind of views that, no, put me off. What security plugin do I use? Well, you can use WordPress, or you could use all-in-one security and firewall plugin. Did that make sense, M. Hassan? Because what you've got to do, is build up your profile. Hey, George. Hey, George, I've been mega busy since last night. That's why I've been a bit quiet this morning, okay? And I was doing a video this morning on rank math versus the new Yoast version 20. And that video comes out in 12 hours' time. No, Erica, I have not actually seen that template. Thanks for mentioning that one, Matcha. I think I will have a look at that now that you have said it. I mean, you did say it's Elementor template, so if it's on Elementor, well, let me see if I can go and have a look at it. Should we have a look at it right now? Because Erica has actually gone and mentioned it. So rather than us waiting and whetting our appetite, why don't we go and see if we can find it? So I'm just going to log in there. So M. Hassan, back to you. Build up your profile, get yourself out there. Because if I don't know you and I am now going to trust you to build my empire, my digital empire, my website, my landing page, my shop, just because you've got 100 glowing reviews, I'm still going to want to know a little bit about who are you? Who am I dealing with? Are you someone who comes across carefree? Oh, yeah, we'll do that. What are you like? Yeah, you are right, Gary. The nav is better, but, well, I'll talk more about it tomorrow. John. Hey, John. Didn't see you there. Image, language is key. Presentation of info is key. So you can't just rely on the fact that you have an amazing platform. And I think in the video we did on how to get clients and how to start a web design business, and those videos are in our YouTube channel, I do focus on your social media, your background. And if you've got any posts out there where you've gone and put something on which, look, if you've ever put a post out there saying, I really hope they die, I really hope they, get shot, get rid of them, okay? Because if I ever see anyone with posts like that, I don't care who you're talking about. I don't like that. I don't like anything where we start to, even as a joke, we promote violence. I don't like it, okay? How do I explain this, okay? So I'm in the UK, all right? I'm not going to tell you where my political allegiances are. However, I am continuously seeing a lot of people that kind of put really derogatory comments about certain parties in the UK. And I always feel like you're no better. We can be better than this, right? Let's just stop promoting hatred. Okay, that's the problem in the world, okay? We are becoming more and more hated, with hatred booming everywhere. Oh, I don't like you because of this. I don't like you because of that, because of the shoes you're wearing or that. And it gets very like, Urgh. And it's the point I made last week with WordPress, right? We're already competing against other markets, but even inside WordPress, Elementor versus Breakdance versus Bricks versus GeneratePress versus Gutenberg versus blah, 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 blah. We can be better than that. We can be better than that. Okay. I can tell you now, I do worry. Let me make a point. Let me make this little point and then we move on to the comments coming in because we're talking about security and stuff online and permalinks. And I'll get back to you in a minute, Maddie. And Geordie made a comment as well. I don't want to be judgmental here. And if anyone is young, please excuse me for this, okay? But I'm going to tell you now, when I was 17, 18 and I was working in a cinema, customer service, we believed it. We lived it. We delivered it. We took the shit. We looked after. And you could see that in loads of shops. I'm telling you now, all right, for quite a while now, for probably a good 10, 15 years, I think, there is a different type of culture. You go into McDonald's now and they're like, yeah, here you go, meh. You go anywhere. Even if I go to like Next, a shop, and I want to buy like gloves or a coat. Yeah, there you go. Receipts in the bag, receipts in the bag, And it's nothing to do with the way you look. It's just you can see them doing that to everyone and anyone. And unless you're famous, unless you walk in and they're like, oh, wow, that's an Instagram star. Oh, wow, they're a TikTok star. Unless you're that, you're nothing. You are nothing. Right? And customer service, I worry about, my God, what is customer service gonna be like in 20 years' time? I really worry. I really, really do worry. Anyway, let's get back onto comment. But that's why we're here. We're here to make sure we still give our customers satisfaction. As long as they treat us nicely, otherwise they get ditched. Okay, Michael, Shield Security Pro, he uses that. Gary uses Bulletproof Security. Wow, I'll tell you what, Bulletproof Security is probably good for everything in life right now. Maddie, why do you need to be refreshing the permalinks? Before yesterday, a client DM'd me that she was trying to place an order and she was getting an error and the page was not found. Maddie, you shouldn't have to replace a permalink unless there's an issue with the permalink, Maddie. Do you want to email me what the permalink was out of curiosity? Geordie, you don't need to do video content as a web design business owner. You don't have to do that, Geordie. I do it because I like to teach and share. And this is from something I was doing years ago, years and years and years ago, right? 20 years ago, very early on in the NHS, I was the one presenting. I was the one getting out there. Okay, we're going to learn about analytics. We're going to do some advanced Excel. We're going to do macros. We're going to do SQL, data mining, data warehousing, query analyzing, Tableau reporting. I was very much into that. And the reason I do video content is because I can't keep repeating myself. It gets a bit fatiguous, tiring, okay? So that's why we do the videos. Yeah, the world needs more love. You're so right, Maddie. Yep. John, business focuses on sales, not the customer issue. Yeah, you are right, John. And that's how I feel. But you know what? What worries me the most is that when you go to I'm using a really bad example, McDonald's, right? The people who are working in McDonald's are not the business owner. They're not the one massively worried about the profit, the overheads and what. They just want to get paid. But there is this lack of. It's like I've lost count of how many shops I go to. And I can tell you now, if I go to a shop, and again, I don't mean to be ageist here, a minority of young people are okay, a minority. But when I go into a shop and I'm being served by someone who is maybe in their late 30s, you're reminded of the customer service that you used to deliver when you were young. But we need to have, not laziness, we need to have love. AI will take care of customer service. Oh my God, Erica. Oh my God. Michael, laziness, and they feel that they're entitled to. Yeah, well, and we've got to be careful what we say here. We don't want to upset anyone. We want to nurture the young as well to become amazing web designers as well. But there is the truth in that. George says it's when your HT access has issues like permission or an error. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, you see. That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, to be honest though, Maddie, I have noticed since day one, and I still can't work out why you're getting this issue, but your website, your URL, it doesn't just have the domain, it has the domain.com, and then you got this gobbledygook after your domain. Have you noticed this? There's a massive amount of gobbledygook, and it just keeps reappearing. Sometimes you get lucky and it's not there, but 9 times out of 10, have you noticed, Maddie, there's this massive load of gobbledygook after your domain. Hey Andrew, how are you doing, my dear friend? Our future Oscar winner. Geordie, I'm glad you're liking what we do. I'm glad that it's helping you most of all. I'm glad that we have this amazing community. And the amazing people we have here. It's just it's nice, isn't it? And I think it's good that we don't have to be monotone and only talk about, don't forget to hit like, we've only got 15 likes, that we don't just focus on PHP or the version of this builder or this page. We don't just focus on that. And I think that's the thing I really, really like at the moment. Right, I am going to go on to, I don't know if Erica is still on here, but I'm going to go and try that template you were talking about, Erica. What was it called again? Mantra? What was it called? I can't remember what she said it was now. So I'm just going to go over to Elementor like this and just move myself over here a little bit. Because she mentioned there's a nice little template, which might be good for some of you if you are using Elementor. So if we click on template, was it? Do you remember what the name was, Erica? Do you remember what it was called? Or was it a template kit? Was it a template kit? I need matcha. Matcha? I don't think it's over here. No, it's not there. And it's not a block, is it? Was it a template? Was it a template kit? You might need to steer me as to where you found it. It might have been a template kit. I'm guessing it was. Pro templates. Right, okay, let's just go back a step. So we're just going to go and find... I haven't seen this template that Erica's found. I'm going to have a look at it. Yeah, sure, George, yeah. Yeah, I will get that over to... In fact, I'm just going to I'm just going to hide the screen for a moment while I try and get this link for George, who might be able to diagnose what we got going on here. Sorry, just wait a minute. I'm just going to type it. Sorry, I've gone quiet. Because for some reason, it's now not doing that issue, George. It's not doing that issue. Right, okay, come on. As soon as that issue pops up, I'll get it over to you, George. Right, so if we just go back over to our page, go back to Elementor, and it's going to be in the kit library. Let's see what we can find. You had to turn down Outlander. Too many things getting in the way. Really, what was in the way, Andrew? You are right, Michael. I think too many people get offended by tiny, tiny little things. Video Boy says, is a one-page business website okay? Yes, it is. As long as you don't overfill it and overcramp too much in it, okay? As long as you don't overfill it, okay, then you will be okay. and you can get away with it. Let me just check some of the things that are saying. Before I look at this, I just want to check some of the comments coming in. Andrew, oh, I don't like that, because Microsoft have had a problem with Outlook and Teams today. It was on the news. Yeah, do you know what, Gary? I've noticed that as well with Web Designer. They ask for loads of stuff, and I sort of go, if you just want a website, why the hell does it matter that you got to have a bachelor's degree? Hey, Chima, how are you doing? Right, okay, so let's go and find Matcha. Is it this one we're talking about? Is this the one you're talking about, Erica? Is it this one? I'm guessing it's this one. So let's just go in and open it up. It's quite nice, that, actually. The animations there were quite... That's quite a little bit of a marquee going on there. Bit of a marquee. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they got some fade in, fade out. Got some nice gradiency going on there. I'm not sure about... I don't like that. I don't like that drop down, because now I've got to stop and close it. I don't like it when people do that. Image could be better put down because it's a bit cut off, but otherwise, yeah, okay. I like... Yeah, look at that. A bit fancy, that, isn't it? It's a bit fancy, that. Yes, okay, that is. It's okay. Matcha set. Easy to turn this one page of store by. Yeah, they seem to be promoting that a lot, though. They are promoting it. The overview. They are promoting the one-page sites that are built in with PayPal buttons and Stripe like that. So we have global style. So did you say there was another page on here that was really good? Am I missing something? Did you say there was a page? Do you mean this one? With the global styles. I mean, this is quite good what they've done here, where they've kind of set out the pro forma for how things will look in terms of the layout. The layout. You know what I mean, right? Okay, right, let me just quickly check some of the comments that are coming in, because I always lose track of this. Andrew's boiler has decided to lose pressure within hours. Engineer says it must be a leak somewhere. Oh, no, Andrew, no. Does it lose it rapidly? Does it rapidly use it? Because mine has a bit of an issue, but I always refill it every 6 months, and it's fine for 6 months. So, do you really need to lift all the boards? Chillster. Yeah, you are right, Erica. The global style. It's a nice little feature, that, isn't it? Having it explained like that. Chillster, can you explain the typography settings? In the normal text editor, my H2 looks different than elemental heading. How do I fix this? Well, where did you... Hey, Stacy. Where did you set your typography settings, Chillster? Global fonts should just be the font. Global fonts should just be the font family. Your typography is where you do the size and the weighting. Did you set the size and the weighting anywhere except in typography? Did you do it in the global fonts as well? Have you added in any CSS, anything like that anywhere? And are you using a theme that has the global styles built into the theme? So that's another thing also to watch out for. What theme are you using? Did you just do the family in global font? And did you do your size and weighting in the typography setting or anything else? Another client, can I add a bark logo to carousel when asked? Oh, Andrew, you might need to go to the Bark website, right click and just rip out the image. Right, so Chillster, you did it there. No, right, okay, so Jupiter X. So Chillster, if you were to use hello, do you still get the same issue? If you create a staging site and you use hello, do you still get the same issue? Do you still get the same issue? Because I'm going to guess that you don't. I'm going to guess that you don't get the same issue. Yeah, you're right, Gary. You are right. You know, I mean, when people say they need 5 years experience, I sort of go, a web designer with 1 week experience could be a better designer and developer than someone with 10. That's the reality of it. You know, that's the reality of technology and how we do things, right? So I think that the amount of years of experience is not great. But Chillster, you say it's a client's page. Can you access, if you're in WordPress, right, you can install WP Vivid. WP Vivid allows you to create a staging site. Then in the staging site, you can add in hello and test it. So you can do it, Chillster. You can do it. Even if it is a client's website. WP Vivid, you then create a staging site, or even WP Staging, whichever one you want to go for. They're both free. You go in, switch to hello, and then check it out. Check it out, see what you get. Yeah, you are right, Gary. I mean, I'm seeing this a lot as well. They expect the web designer to do everything, and sometimes there's distinction between roles as well. Yeah, Andrew, how do you think I got the logos for our website? All of these logos, right? And I'll show you them again, right? All of the logos that you'll see here, all of these logos, right? All of these fancy logos, when it loads up, all of these fancy logos that you see here, okay? All of these logos came from me right-clicking. I didn't get them officially. I just right-clicked, got the logo, desaturated them, so I strip out the color by desaturating, change the brightness or the contrast of them, and I get some nice grayscale logos. That's all I need to do. That's all you need to do. No need to be like flexing and mixing it with anything else. Chima, I want to ask, how do you feel with burnout? How do I deal with burnout? Do you know what? I look at the end. I look at what I get for it. All right. This is how I do it. I've been working at lightning speed since I don't know, last 22, no, more than that, 22, 23 years. Go, 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 go. Get on with things. Because I say the same thing to my son when we were walking today to school. Don't wait for the world to give you what you want to get. You got to get what you want to get. Don't wait for the world to give it to you. And for me, I look at the end of the day, I've got this community, right? I've got you guys. I've got a presence online. I've got a reputation in the analytical world, in the NHS. I have a growing reputation in WordPress, Elementor and stuff like that. So I always look at it and go, yeah, I feel tired. But then in the evening, I might be watching a movie. I'll relax. I'll go sleep. I experiment. I look at stuff. I look at lots of stuff. So when it comes to like burnout, because I know I will achieve something. I might not get it today. I might not get it tomorrow, but I will get there. I will get there. So what I got to do is know, and then I'm okay. Now, if I'm working on something and I can see that I'm not going to hit the end game, I'm not going to achieve what I set out to achieve, then I have to readdress and reevaluate, is it worth it? Because then you will feel like, what's the point? This is not worth it. I put all this time and commitment in and it's not working. That for me is less of a burnout and is more of a it's more of a project management. And I seriously mean it. In my life, everything I like to project manage. What am I going to do when I get up? What am I going to do for my drink? What am I going to do when I'm exercising? When I go and pick my son up? When we go here? When we go there? I'm thinking right now we need to do a bit of shopping. I'm literally project managing everything in my life. I'm going to meet up with a friend. I'm going to call up a client. Oh, my mum's called. Right, I'm literally in my head analysing. I'm a born analyst, Uranist. I'm a Uranist. A Uranist? I'm literally project managing. Right, well, I'm on the call. Right, what's this about? What are we doing? Is it a friendly call? Serious call? What are we doing? Because I'm literally risk assessing as much as I can. Is this a dangerous phone call? Is this a dangerous point in my life? Do I need to get out of this situation? Do I carry on? Do I step back? Do I call for help? Do I go it alone? Do I go to sleep? Do I do a video? Do I edit? Do I just say, shit? What am I doing? What am I doing? Right. So Stacey's talking about initial meeting. Can you tell me what that is called? It's called a discovery call. So what I do, is, Stacey, I will have, the initial meeting, the initial call might be, look, okay, what do they want? What do I want to do? Is this going to work out between us? Is this going to work? And then we have the proper detailed meeting over the specification, the plugins, the possible solutions we're going to go for. That is called a discovery call. I will charge them £120 per hour, but I do let them know that if we continue working together, that will be discounted from the cost for the website build. So I've already factored that in, and I have got a video on discovery call and how I approach it. Go and search for the discovery call video because that will explain a heck of a lot. Chillster, in Elementor site settings, you set H1, H4 to Fair Play Display. That should be your font family number 1. And then H2 in text editor, it's Montserrat. There has to be a difference between and marking a text in text editor. No, so the text editor should overwrite it. So if in your text editor you've done that, it should overwrite it. However, because you're using Jupyter, I am wondering if that is pulling something else through. So you got to make sure your global font is nothing but your font family. Your typography, you don't have to do your typography, by the way. I don't always set my typography size or weighting. I don't always do that. I do it on the fly. The only thing I definitely do is the global color and the global font. But the typography, in fact, the only thing I touch in the typography is the link. So I go to link and I change the color of the link. That's it. That is it. Everything else is a font family, right? And then I do it on the fly because then I know that what I do on that page, so I go, right, okay, header 2 is going to be this size and this weight. I can see it. It looks fine, right? Then I might replicate that. But I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm using. Because sometimes I've worked on websites. They've done so many settings. I go in and change it. And I'm like, it's not changing. The weight's not changing. The size is not growing. And I got to go and reverse engineer everything I did. Which is why I sort of go, global fonts, do that. Typography, leave it except the link. And then I do it on the fly. And then I revisit it later on. I do like the word I can't even say it. Your analytic specialist. I like that. That's quite good, that is. I quite like that. Do you know what, Erica? I think it's a weird thing you see about like why don't we have a lot of the features that you can get elsewhere? And I don't know. Maybe it's because they're just focusing on their core functionality. Oh, absolutely, Extreme Hip Hop. The very first client you take on, you are nervous about failure. The very first client you take, you feel obligated, you feel burdened, you feel pressure. You feel like if I mess this up, my career is over. But then what you do is you do the best you can. And you only agree to do what you know you can do without any thinking. This is key, right? If you're a brand new web designer, you do the most easiest basic work you can do so you feel good, you get paid, you get a good review. Did you know that in 2006 to 2008, and I only did it for 2 years because my other day job, NHS, suddenly picked up a gear because then I became a head of the department and my time was battered. I used to have a landscaping business. So I used to go out and landscape gardens. I did not do slabbing and I did not do like ponds. But everything else I could practically do. You want a pergola, you want this, you want flower beds, you want me to rearrange, you want me to do stuff, I could do that. You know, turfing, all of that. Front garden, back garden. I had a lot of happy clients. But my very first one I took on was easy. It took 2 days, but it was easy. On my own, 2 days, it was easy. Because imposter syndrome kicks in. And if I had taken on a project with a major pergola system, I might have struggled. Because once you get one easy job through the door, you feel good. You feel empowered. You feel ready. You know you learn from it. You know what you did really well. And you go, well, it was easy, but I messed up here. So how would I do that different? So when you do your very first 1 or 2 projects, don't go and do a WooCommerce unless you know you understand WooCommerce. Just get the basics done first. And here's why. The next time you do, the third website might be WooCommerce. So here's what you do. When you're setting it up and you got all your plugins in and you know the plugins are working and the payment gateway's working, you then do the basics, the homepage, the contact page, the about page. You do everything you know you can do easy. Then you tackle the shop page, the single product page, any other associated pages or categories. Then you do them, because now you're slightly stepping out of your comfort zone, but you know, hey, I can do the basic pages. Well, get them done. If you've never done a WooCommerce website and you've always done a basic 1, 3, 4 page website, don't start jumping into the single product and the shop page, because you might get stuck. Then it affects your confidence. Now you go, oh my God, I've got to get this done. The client is asking, where is it? Oh, I'm struggling. Do you remember what I said last week? And, we spoke about it, about tasks. You're building a website. What pages do you need to get built? Oh, we got WooCommerce as well. Right. I know I can do these 4, 5 pages in a couple of days. Get them done. Get them done. Get the homepage, right? And you might have the homepage, and in the middle, you're going to have a shop, like 3 products. You're going to show that on the homepage. You leave a placeholder, and you let the client know that will come when we've built that bit. But you get the easy stuff done. So the client's happy, they can see progress, they'll continue paying you, they sign off the homepage, and then you move on to the extra stuff. What you don't do is tackle the difficult stuff here, and then you're stuck on it. Your day goes, another day goes. You're now panicking, right? Easy jobs first, and then you build up from there, okay? Does that make sense, everyone? I hope it does, okay? So, Chillster, yeah, okay, actually, I can see I can see, it is a browser setting, yeah. It is a browser setting, right? It's got to check a couple of emails that have come in. Sorry, one of these looks like an important, no, I don't care about that. Don't care about that. So this is one of our clients who decided, well, we actively did not offer a maintenance plan to them. I can still see, though, when some of their plugins get updated, but we did not offer a maintenance plan because, you know what, I was fed up of they ask for something and then they go on holiday. So you get it done and then you're waiting 2 weeks for them to come back and sign off. And it's like, what the heck's this? Why do they always ask for something and then they go, oh yeah, and by the way, we're going to be gone for about 2-3 weeks. And you kind of go, why'd you always wait until you're on holiday? Erica makes a good point. If you see a website that needs work, write to them. Let them know what you can do for them. Offer to help them out. That can make a big difference. And sometimes they feel more engaged with you as well. And you're humanizing the connection. That's key, all right? You're humanizing the connection. Can I change the color of one single link? Okay, right. When you have the link, right, okay, in your settings, let's say you've set the link to be pink. Then you put a link on your page. You can highlight that link and you could change it to be a different color. And that should work. That should work. That should work. I've done that before. All of our links were like a pink color, but for one particular area, I didn't want it to be pink. I needed it to be white. So after I've added it in, I then set the color of that text or that link, however, because I use text editor. You put it in, it's set to be a tell number. So it's a link. And then I highlighted it in text editor, and then you just set it to be white. It's in your text editor. It's there. The setting to make it white. So you do that. So everything else is pink except the ones that I want to have white, or whatever color you go for. It is Wednesday. We are midway through the week. We are, we're coming towards the end of January already. Last month it was Christmas. We're already on the 25th of January. How has January gone for all of you? Are you starting to find that you're changing the way you approach work in 2023? Or are you still just carrying on because what you did last year is working? Or do you think you're struggling? You're finding that things are just not picking up? Because I've actually found January to be quite a busy month. It's like a lot of people that were asleep over December suddenly woke up. December was a very busy month as well, right up until right before Christmas. But January's been pretty busy. And I see February getting busier as well. Mia, by the way, have you found a good reason or way to use Ellen? No, Mia, I don't use it. I don't use it, Mia. I see no point. Do you know what? I just don't see the point of a landing page. Your home page should be your landing page. I just don't see... Look, unless you're the website for a really fancy product or a movie and you're going to showcase something before you get into the website, I just don't see the point. I just feel like you're delaying conversion. And what's worse with some landing pages I've seen where they're very heavy on videos. Sometimes you watch it and it's a jittery video, or the quality's rubbish, or, it doesn't load properly, and it puts me off. It puts me off, and I'm gone. So, landing pages, yeah, I can see why someone would use it. Not me. In fact, not a single website we've built. I just have a homepage. It's fine. Cheers, Erica. Yep, keep watching the old videos, but I'm sure the sound quality and video quality of some of them are not that good either. Yeah, and you know what, Mia? That's a very good point you make. Sometimes there are some features that come out. However, it almost feels like a feature which is never spoken about again, but it was something that was brought out, but for no real good reason, like notes. Notes, right? Came out, and I don't ever hear anyone using... Who here uses notes? Who here uses the Elementor notes? Does anyone actually want to admit to using it? And if you use it and it's good for you, good. But does anyone actually use the notes? Anyone? Yeah, I mean, what Pete says there. So maybe for a Black Friday deal... I mean, I often say to people that it's probably quicker and easier just to do a pop-up. Just do a pop-up. So your homepage is still your homepage. You don't have to mess around with anything like that. And then you just have a pop-up that loads up or something like that. Charlie, here's the thing. Thailand Divers is made using section columns. Do I need to rebuild using containers? No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't need to, Charlie. In fact, I did a video, Charlie, where you can... if you want, have sections and columns and, get this, Charlie, containers. So all you got to do is update, right? You activate the Flexbox container and the loop builder. You can use them with sections. So you could have section, container. Section, container. Section, container. Do you get the idea? You can do that. You don't... I know, Michael, notes, vamonos. You can do that, Charlie. Seriously, mate. If you don't believe me, create a backup, right? Activate. None of your sections will convert. All of your sections and columns are still sections and columns. However, when you go to the plus sign or you try and add in a new container, it will be a container. But here's the trick, Charlie. Here's the magic trick, Charlie, right? You've activated containers. You go to a page. You hit the plus sign, but you don't want to use containers. Oh my God, panic. What do I do? Here's what you do. You copy an existing section. You copy an existing section. You paste it. And guess what, Charlie? You get section and columns again. So you can mix it up as much as you want. And I've proven it. I did a video on it. I've tested it. It's absolutely fine. So anyone who here has a section, by the way, all the elemental kits, they are containers. So watch out for that. But anyone here who's got an existing website, loads of pages, sections, columns, you don't want to do converts and all of that because it takes a while and sometimes it doesn't do it properly. You can activate Flexbox Container and add it in between your pages. And you can still copy sections even with the containers activated. So you can use the loop builder, the grid, the loop carousel. You can use all of that. Just don't waste your time on the notes. So I did test that out because I had a feeling this question would come up eventually. But we did a video on it about, I don't know now. A couple of months ago, I think. But yeah, you can do it, Charlie. You can. But please, 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 make a backup and then do it, okay? Because what I'm saying is true. But I always say make a backup first. So in case things go blah, you got a backup you can load back in, okay? That is true, Mia. I mean, well, when Notes came out, me and Paul were a little bit critical of it, and we were told that people had requested it. So even though we have in fact, I'm going to leave it for tonight. I'll talk more about it, but people had requested it. I just don't recall ever seeing anyone request the Notes. I think someone asked for something similar to what Atarim do, but the Notes is just not, good kind of thing. Chillster, the problem seems it is no link, just a phone number as text, and it turns into a link on mobile. Chillster, are you typing this before it? So are you typing this? Are you typing this 07790123456? Are you typing that? Are you putting the words tell to? A bit like when you do mail to, Are you doing that? Are you doing tell to? Hey, Emmanuel, how you doing? By the way, everyone, we are now entering the 2-minute countdown. So, Emmanuel, you're coming a little bit late. Oh, Ryan, sorry. 2 minutes, mate. What's the trick to hide the submit button on Forminator? Are you sure I did not show you in that video? Are you sure? Because if I didn't, I'm really sorry. Let me just open up a website, okay? Let me open up a website. And I will try and... Let me try and help you out here. Right, okay, just wait a minute. Wait. Oh, man, I can't show you. Hold on. Yes, I can show you. Right, let me show you with it. It is live with Paul tonight, 8 p.m. Oh, sorry. Tell. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, tell. I use tell to as well. Right, okay. Let me get it for you. So just wait a minute. What's your name? Ryan. And I will show you it over here. If I just go to edit, let me try and get it on screen. So here is Forminator where we got a calculator. Okay. And it does a calculation and all of that. I'm pretty sure it's not in the appearance. It's not in the behavior. Or is it behavior? So redirects user to a URL number 1. So make sure you've got that. Okay. And And it basically redirects them on the same page. Okay. Redirects on the same page. I'm just trying to remember. Do you know what? It's been a while since I've done it, so I've got to remind myself. Just got to remind myself where it is. It's not... I'm pretty sure it's... George helped me out with this as well, by the way. I remember when we did this. It's something here. Data storage... Just stay with me on this for a moment. Oh, by the way, no, I'm probably going to be... by the way, Tice, I'll probably be here longer than 2 minutes now just to get this question in. Do I use pillar content? I do. I do, Mia, on evergreen posts and evergreen pages. I do. In fact, I would probably say set all of your pages to be evergreen unless it's put on a post. I'm pretty sure it's this one here on behavior. So after submission... validation, inliner, submission, none. I'm pretty sure it's over here. So can you see the screen? I have to remind myself. I'll have to test it out, okay? But I'm pretty sure it's this bit here. Redirect user to a URL. What I'll do is, okay, I'm not going to do it now. I will, Ryan, some point today, create a brand new form and just make sure I clarify what they are. And I will put it in the video description, okay? So just stay with me on that one, Ryan, okay? I will clarify it further. You know, I will clarify that further. In fact, are you part of the Web Squadron Facebook group? Are you member of the Web Squadron Facebook group? If you go to Facebook, type in Web Squadron. I will post a link to that video there and let everyone know. By the way, I've expanded the description so you know you'll be aware of it at that point in time. Yeah, it was removed. Hold on, George is right. George has just said it. That was it. George is it. There you go. George is right. Yep, there you go, George. Yep, that was it. So over here, you remove the email notification. That was it. There you go. There's no need for the video. There's no need for the video. There's no need for me to update the description. Take care, Charlie. I am going to be jumping off in a moment, everyone. Remove this here. Remove the email notification. Remove that. When you remove that, the button to send is gone. There you go. Remove the email notification. There you go. George is here to save the day. George is the man. There we go. Yes. There we go. I'll make sure I add that to the video. I'll make sure I remind people. Remove the email notification. Hey, don't worry, George. Listen, George. You know, you're not a waste of time, George. You're always the man. The hacker. The one we love. Okay, everyone. I'm going to go now. I will be live tonight with Paul in 7 hours. 7 hours, right? We're going to be talking about the Elemental roadmap. And I will be back tomorrow late at normal time. Catch you all then. Take care. See you all soon tonight. Stay safe. Bye.